Welcome to Happy Hour. Delighted to see you and have you with us this evening. So for the theme for tonight's guided meditation, exploration together, the invitation I have is for us to continue to explore a theme we've been exploring if you've been dropping in. So in Buddhism, there's a teaching of metta, loving kindness, cultivating goodwill, friendliness, warmth towards oneself, towards others. So metta is a practice we've been exploring the past few weeks. And aspects of metta, as reflected in another teaching, which is called the 10 paramis, the 10 perfections, the 10 beautiful qualities. And we've explored, and by the way, metta is one of the 10. And there's some other ones. We explored patience, the aspects of metta that are reflected in patience as strength. We also explored, now I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Hold on, it'll come to me. Yes, we explored, last time we explored virtue or sila, or non-harming, the aspect of non-harming, how non-harming is the basis for metta. And before that, we spent a couple of times actually exploring generosity or dana. Yes, thank you, Christine, reminding me also. We explored generosity a couple of weeks. Generosity as metta, as care, as love, and love as an aspect of generosity. So tonight we're going to continue our exploration, and all these explorations, again, for those who've come before, it's not heady. We explored in our hearts, in our experience, to see, there are these different aspects that we all know, but how do we relate in a new way to this care, to the goodwill cultivation? And if you're new, fantastic, welcome. You'll explore and just figure it out for yourself. No experience necessary. So for tonight, another one of these 10 beautiful qualities, 10 perfections that I'd like us to explore is the what's called renunciation, nekama in Pali. And the aspect of renunciation for us lay people, sometimes it's kind of shrouded, renunciation, I have to give up, I have to let go, I have to shave my head, give up my closet, and I have to renounce. So it seems like it feels heavy. Whereas what I'll invite us to explore tonight, really renunciation, even though the word in English has a lot of baggage, but really for us to explore it as non-clinging. What happens if we don't cling? What happens if we let go, if we hold something with an open hand, with that not clinging to it, instead of a fist, we have an open hand. So the aspect I'll be inviting us to explore is in metta, as not pertaining to general renunciation, but really how it pertains to metta, how it pertains to kindness, cultivating goodwill. And one way to explore it tonight, as I'll invite you through the guided meditation, is the cultivation of unconditional goodwill for ourselves and others. The key to it is to do it without expectation, without attachment. Oh, I will care for you, I love you, I wish you well, so that you will like me, so that you will do X, Y, and Z for me. To notice if there's an agenda, right? If we're cultivating with an attachment. So letting go of that, renouncing, the renunciation of that expectation of attachment to outcome, and just doing it out of cultivation of our own goodness. So letting go of that aspect of expectation is one way to explore this relationship to renunciation. Another aspect that I wanted to bring up, which I think is actually beautiful, is the Latin root for the word sacrifice, which is related to renunciation, not quite close, but the Latin root for the word sacrifice is to make sacred, to make sacred. So this idea of renunciation, I invite you to relate to it as to make sacred. How can we make this offering of metta, offering of love, care, friendliness to ourselves and to others? How can we make it sacred? Explore the sacred dimension of it. Offer it for no reason, no expectation, no wanting, other than offering beauty and sacredness. So that's another way I would be inviting us tonight to relate to this aspect of renunciation, giving up, making sacred this aspect of offering goodwill, metta, friendliness, love. Okay, so that's the invitation for tonight. So let's check it out, see what it feels like in this body and mind in this moment. And just to say, whatever the instructions are, whatever the invitations are, I will give during the guided meditation, something totally opposite might come up for you. That's perfectly fine. No worries. During this happy hour, as long as you remember to hold whatever comes up with kindness, with care. If anger arises, if sleepiness arises, if monkey mind arises, whatever arises, as long as you hold it with a care, with a sense of metta, gentleness, friendliness, then yay, this has been the perfect practice hour for you. Okay, you don't have to follow the instructions exactly as they're given. Whatever arises for you, just hold it with care for yourself. Okay, so with that, I would like to invite you to take on the meditation posture that's right for you, that's appropriate for you. Whether you need to lie down, that's okay. If you need to shift positions, move, that's perfectly fine too. And resting. And as I sit in my seat right now, and I don't know if you can hear it through the microphone, there was a passing ambulance. And I have a practice whenever there's a passing ambulance and I hear sirens to just send metta, to wish well, whoever is in trouble, whoever is in distress right now. So I can't help but to find I'm doing that right now. So I just wanted to share it with you as we get started, as we land. So landing in the body with a sense of goodwill. The sense of goodwill with a sense of friendliness for ourselves, for others. Maybe we're the ones who's been in distress today, at some point today, or during the past few days. So starting by relaxing, softening the body. And holding ourselves. With a warm welcome, welcoming ourselves to this body. Welcoming ourselves to this moment in time that has never been and never will be. And landing deeply. Inviting each muscle of our body to soften and relax as we till the soil. Inviting our hands to soften, to relax, to give up, offer up any holding or tightness. Inviting our hands, our wrists, our lower arms, elbows, upper arms, bringing gentle awareness to this entire area of our body as if we were touching them with our awareness, gently greeting our hands, arms, as if we were saying, hello, hi, how are you, dear hands and arms? As if we were inviting them, as we're inviting our dear friend to relax, the beloved, oh, beloved hands and arms. You can offer up your weight, your tension. With our neck and shoulders, softening, relaxing. Inviting our face, our forehead, especially our forehead. Sometimes we furrow our brow when we're trying to meditate, as if it takes so much effort. It doesn't. Relax, relax, soften. The more relaxed and soft your body is, the more your mind can settle and receive, be present. So relax the body, relax the face, relax the eyes, let them rest in their socket. Letting your cheeks be soft, pulled down by gravity, letting your jaw open up, fall open for a moment. And letting it come to a state that's comfortable, maybe not quite open, not quite closed, whatever your jaw wants to do. To be relaxed. And soft. Inviting your chest to be soft and tender, your abdomen. Relaxing your back, relaxing your lower belly, your groin area, your sit bones. Letting go, relaxing, offering up any tightness or tension. Gently brushing your legs with your awareness, inviting them to relax, your upper legs, your knees, lower legs, ankles, and feet. Feeling your feet, the bottom of your feet if you're sitting in a chair, or your lower legs, the entire bottom of your legs if you're on a cushion, contacting the earth, grounded, your whole body relaxed, offering up as if any tension, all tension is draining down. As if you're grounded, as if the same way electricity is grounded, connected to the earth, moves down. Feel yourself grounded, firmly rooted, offering up, offering down in this case, any tension, any holding. And allowing the breath to be received in this body. A sense of receptivity, openness to receive. One breath at a time. Without hanging on, without controlling, without trying, without directing, letting yourself be breathed, offering up your body, letting your body, it knows how to breathe, letting the breath breathe you, renunciation of control, of doing. Letting your body relax, be soft, the entire body. And just enjoying the process of being breathed in this moment. Very simple. Appreciating, enjoying the richness, the sacredness, the beauty, the simplicity of just this moment, being present, soft, present with the breath. As if the breath is a sacred offering that's offered without any control on our end, without any wanting or grasping. And your interplay, your contribution to this sacredness is that you let yourself be breathed. It's your conscious participation. Your act of sacredness. Spending a few more minutes just being breathed as we till the soil for the next step. I would like to invite you can stay here if you wish, just being breathed, feeling a sense of presence without expectations. Or if you wish, I'd like to invite you to bring to mind someone for whom your metta, your warmth, your friendliness flows with ease. There's a sense of care, friendliness for them. Maybe they're a dear being for you. It could be a friend, a relative, a parent, a coach, a teacher, a pet, a child, anyone, any being. Choose some being. Bring them to your mind's eye. It need not be someone you know very well either. As long as there's a sense of ease, there's a sense of care, friendliness with this being, that's enough. Ideally, you have an uncomplicated relationship. Bringing this being to mind, feeling into the felt sense of this being. And as you conjure them up in your mind's eye, what comes up for you in your heart, in your mind, in your body? A sense of friendliness and care, how it expresses itself. And imagine you're giving them this metta, this care. You're offering them, you're beaming. You beam your friendliness, maybe with a smile. Your goodwill, your good wishes for their well-being. And maybe if you like to add the metta phrases, I'll say the classical ones. Feel free to use whatever metta phrases you may already have. May you be safe from inner and outer harm, dear one. May you be happy and have joy in your heart, dear one. May you be healthy and strong, as healthy and strong as possible, dear one. And may your life flow with ease. May you take care of yourself happily, dear one. Spending a minute or two just in the sense of offering friendliness, metta. Keeping a felt sense, an image of this being in your mind's eye, noticing the sense of goodwill, friendliness, love, care, whatever nuance arises for you in your body, in your heart. I'm saying the phrases, whatever version you like, the ones I mentioned, or just the simplified version. May you be happy, may you be well. May you be happy, may you be well, dear one. Really connecting with the humanity of this being. And your wishes for well-being, your goodwill for them, your friendliness, without any strings attached. Notice how I'm going to invite you to experiment. The experiment is to really tune into the frequency of offering these good wishes, this goodwill, friendliness to them without any expectation, just wishing them well. Your own heart's release, your own heart's gift, freedom. As if a fist was just opened, just offering friendliness and goodwill, without any expectations, showering, not expecting it to be returned, anything, just offering, just giving. Renunciation of expectations, renunciation of holding on to expectations. See how free, how much more free, how much more easeful and joyful in your heart, in your body, more ease there can be with this kind of metta, with this kind of offering goodwill and friendliness. Maybe you feel a little lighter even, more bubbly, more joyous. Offering goodwill, practicing metta. May you be happy, may you be well, dear one. without expecting that they might actually even become happy or well, even because of what you're offering. Just offering it without any expectations. Just offer it. This offering without any expectations, this gift of the heart, a reflection of the sacred, your sacred gift, your participation in beauty and love with capital L. Now I'd like to invite you, this offering of metta, radiating, offering it, this dear being, and now offering it to yourself, this dear being that is you, whom you are the guardian of, the caretaker of. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I have ease. Or simply the simple version, may I be happy. May I be well. Offering your own goodwill to yourself without any expectations. Just offering. Not offering it so that you would be more productive or be this or be that or not be that. Just offering, no expectations, a gift of love, a gift of kindness. An act of participation in sacredness and love. Just offering goodwill, friendliness, warmth and care. I care for this being that is me. I care for me. May I be happy. May I be well. And if resistance arises, just offer. Just offer. If you can become aware of the resistance and offer it kindness and care and goodwill. May I be happy. May I be well. With each breath, let yourself be breathed. May I be happy. May I be well. Offered freely without any strings attached. You don't have to do anything to deserve it. Renunciation of expectations. And for the last moment, shining the light outward, far and wide. Your kindness, your goodwill, your friendliness. 360 degrees, touching yourself and radiating outward. Kindness, goodwill, friendliness, without any expectations. Renouncing the wanting, the care and the warmth back, or for people to see you in a particular way, or love you, or like you, without any expectations. Can it be, just for a moment, would it feel, what if there is a sense of friendliness and goodwill? Just offered, just radiated. With no expectations. Can this free offering of goodwill, of friendliness, of care from your heart, can it be a participation in beauty, grace, and love? Welcome back, everyone. If you wish, I'd love to hear any reflections that might be coming up for you as we explored this interplay of metta, loving kindness, goodwill, first with a dear one, then with ourselves, and then radiating out into the world. And the interplay of metta, goodwill, with renunciation, without expecting anything in return, not offering friendliness and goodwill in order to get anything back. And how freeing that might actually feel, how joyful that might feel, and how this could feel as a participation in the sacredness. As I said at the beginning, the Latin root of the word sacrifice is the sacred. So sacrificing, giving up the expectation, hence entering into the sacred dimension of care, of offering metta. So I'll share one reflection that came up for me as I was inviting all of us to explore giving up the expectation, how joyful, how more free and light and bubbly the metta could feel. I was feeling it myself, or really tuning into that frequency of letting go of expectation, and felt quite joyous to really feel it that way. So you're invited to share any reflections that may come up for you. Yasna, yes, please. To unmute you. Or I can't, so yes, here you go.
Thank you for unmuting me. Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
There's something that's been happening within the past month that, you know, I'm thinking you talk about fierce compassion and you talk about being caring without any expectations. Mm-hmm. So for me, what my recent past has shown, this I don't see how I can reconcile that, because you know, my values, my needs, it hasn't been met. And so where does fierce compassion come in, and where can I say it's really not attached at all?
Yeah.
Because it was really violating. So yeah. Can you say a little bit about that?
Sure, yes. I appreciate you raising that, what seems to be a quandary. So when, for example, let me give it some more words as I understand it. So with the sense of fierce compassion, and the fierce compassion, the idea of also fierce metta is that you take care of yourself. It's not that you are a wet noodle and, oh yeah, walk all over me and it's all okay. And so the idea of this fierceness aspect of it is that you love yourself just as much as you love all other beings. So there is not a sense of passivity or a sense of renouncing your own care or control for yourself. It's not about that. So the reconciling that I invite you to sit with is the giving up of expectation for the outcome, that you're wishing someone well in order they do something, or that you just offer them well, you have a sense of goodness. There is no contradiction in my heart and in my mind as I see it, because you can wish someone well, you wish them well without expecting them to ever care for you back, and yet there's a sense of strength because you're offering yourself the same care, the same love. So the lack of expectation of outcome is not incongruent with a sense of caring for and protecting. So it's not supposed to be lack of protection. When I say not expecting outcome, the non-expectation of outcome is part of the fabric of the metta that you're wishing, not the not caring for yourself or taking care of yourself. Does that make sense, Yasna? As I'm saying, there's clarity in me, but I realize the words might get muffled. Does that make more sense?
About that piece, taking care of myself.
Yeah.
And it really, I wasn't taking care of myself. And, you know, I was too much giving. basically.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, like, I guess there was still an expectation that, that not caring will change. And maybe it was not caring from the other side, but it was more like not noticing.
Yeah, I think, with pure metta, with this practice, you are as important as anyone else. In fact, the practice is, as the Buddha has said, if you search the whole world, you won't find anyone more worthy than your own care, your own metta. And as we radiate out the metta to the world, it touches this being first, right? It just has to. So you care for yourself, not with a sense of self-aggrandizement, but you need to care for this being. So I think that as long as that is clear and caring for others, I think, again, in my mind, there is no conflict. So caring for yourself, and as I hear, Yasna, the aspect of really caring for yourself is something to perhaps bring in to your practice more. Yes, this being is important. If that person isn't, if the expectation it's not returned, I need to care for this being. This being's needs are not met, so I need to do what needs to happen to care for myself. So I hope that provides some framework.
I think you helped a lot. I'm not 100% clear, but I think I'm sort of 80% clear. Thank you.
I think 80% is fantastic, Yasna. So I'm going to invite you to sit with it because it's not so much heady, it's really experiential too. Sit with it. So as long as it's 80% clear, sit with it experientially and see what arises. Fantastic. Thanks for bringing that up. Great. Having some reflections. Nancy offers sublime. Thank you, Nancy. Lovely to hear that. Neil offers, oh yes, thank you for the question, Yasna. I found the conversation informative. Great. I always find the same about all these questions that are coming up. Nav offers enjoying the act, the process of giving more by letting go of the outcome, letting the expectations of ourselves drip away. Oh, yes, I love that. I love that aspect that you're also exploring, letting the expectations of ourselves. Because there is not just expectation in the outcome, but also of ourselves in the process. Lovely. Thank you for these reflections. So before time completely slips away, let us explore this renunciation of expectations in small group interactions, holding each other, holding yourself with metta, holding each other with metta, without any expectations of what might come out of your mouth, what might happen, but just holding the space with a sense of care. And the prompt, as always, is, how is the practice for you? There's no right or wrong. You can say, I fell asleep, I didn't follow it, my mind was all over the place. It doesn't matter so much what you say, but how you say it, how you hold yourself while you share in this small, intimate group of 3 people that we'll get into, and how you hold others with care. They can say no wrong. It's all good. See what metta feels in action, in community, in interaction. And if you decide tonight is not the right time for you, perfectly fine. You can bow out. No expectations. So I'm going to create the breakout rooms now. Okay, everyone, welcome back. The rooms are closed. So would love to hear some reflections. How has your practice been this evening? You're welcome to unmute yourself. You're welcome to comment about the first part or second. Casey, you're unmuted. Go.
Yeah, thanks, Nikki.
Sure.
I just didn't want to interrupt when you finished that thought. I really enjoyed this meditation. And I shared with the group that the person that I picked for Metta was kind of more straightforward. It was a student that I worked with when I was a physical education intern, physical education teacher intern. And so it was really straightforward. It was really easy not to have like any attachments or expectations. But I'm kind of I'm kind of curious to see like if I practice with someone where I have more of a like maybe like I don't know what the word is, but like more complicated relationship, like if you know like a really close friend or family or significant other, I think that would probably be harder for me. And I was just thinking that might be kind of an interesting thing to kind of like work on.
Yeah.
And kind of like explore.
Yeah. I'm so glad you raised that, Casey, because again, people whom we don't know very well, and we just have warmth for, oh yeah, may you be well. You know, it's kind of easier sometimes. And but sometimes people who are closer to us, and there is that we really want him to be well, or we really we offer love to them because we want them to love us back and call us up, or you know, there's this unseen expectation, which again, nothing wrong with it. We have all these complicated human relationships, but this practice makes us to see them more clearly. So I appreciate you raising that. Yeah, check it out, see how it goes, Casey. Fantastic. Yeah. And
I just wanted to say, I really liked what Nav wrote in the chat box. It was really poetic. He's like a writer. It was really nice too.
Yeah, thank you for highlighting that. Yes, and thank you, Nav, for offering your poetic, beautiful reflections. Gift to the community. Yeah. So, okay. So it's 7 o'clock. So even though I would love to hear more reflections from all of you, I know it's a whole hour has gone by. How quickly. So thank you all for joining and practicing, both for yourself and for the benefit of all beings whose your life touches, and all beings everywhere. May all beings be free. May all beings be happy, including ourselves. Be happy. Thank you.
Nikki.
Take care.
Bye,
See you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Diana's teaching tomorrow. Bye.
You. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Diana is teaching
Goodbye.
in another half an hour,
Thank you.
right?
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Nikki,
you.
isn't Diana